Hello there, my friends. Oh, beautiful day. So I'm sitting out in my wee bit at the back of the house, having a cup of tea. Anyway, my friends at Olight have sent me up their latest product that they're putting out in the market. Olight, Arkfeld, there's no an I in it. Olight Arkfeld Pro. This is the latest in the Arkfeld stable. It's got everything on it. And I'm going to enjoy showing you it. It's got a light which is 1400 lumens. I tried it in the back garden last night. We're going to take up the wood and try it. You'll be surprised. It's got a UV, and we'll go a wee bit into what good that is. I didn't realise, but you'll learn every day. And of course it's got a laser. I think it's a class 1, I'm not sure, but we'll go into all that. Anyway, I'm going to unbox it and I'll show you how easy it is to operate. Then we'll go and play with it. Sorry, we will go and demonstrate and test it out. No, I like play with it even better. Okay, let's zoom in. First things first. As always, it comes nicely packed, very strongly packed to protect it. Easy to open out. Well, you need to slit along there with a knife, but so what? Then it's packed like this. Some instructions on the outside. Read me, it says. Right, I've read it. We have a safety sheet, a rather good instructions sheet, and here is the torch itself. And the only other thing in the package is a charging unit. Now, I've never saw these charging units before. Seemingly they just clip onto the back end. But hey! I like it. Anyway, let's have a look at it. First thing you see, it's made of metal. Probably an alloy, an aluminium, but it's very, very heavy. It's sturdy. It's got nice grips on either side, so it's not going to slip out your hand. And of course, it's got a clip on the back. Now that's a double clip. Now that just sits nicely into the pocket, and with it being this shape, it doesn't take up any room. Now I'll always carry a torch, as you know. I used to carry a belt torch until I got that wee pencil length thing from Olight. This has gone in my pocket. Okay, to charge it, you've saw it. It's the same thing that Olight have. Just stick that on there. Plug that into your USB and just let it charge. What could be simpler? The controls are the same as always. Press the button for a second to get it started, and then you just go through things. Once it's running, if you press it rapidly twice, you'll get floodlight. I'll show you that up the woods. That is fantastic, by the way. But anyway, you see a wee switch down here, and that rotates you between the light and the light's got about 5 settings, everything from a 1 lumen moonlight right up to a 1400 lumen, just going through the systems. You've got a rather strong laser, which can be very handy. You know, like you young people that go to meetings and that for doing your being posh and showing things on charts and playing with the cat, annoying the dog. Fishermen, by the way, very handy for getting rid of unwanted birds. I don't know how legal that is, but I've always done that. I pike fished when I was younger, and I've got to be honest, I hated it when the cormorants came along and took your bait. I always felt it was better to scare them away than get them on the hook, because it wasn't always a satisfactory end, and I don't like doing things like that anyway. So, you know, it's always handy to have a laser, even just for tormenting the cat. Right, you switch this further along and you're on UV. Now what can you use UV for? Testing banknotes. Now this has got quite a strong UV, it's got a bit of range about it. I've tried it in the house. I've got a cat and it likes a wee fly pee in a corner occasionally. I caught out the UV, picked it up. If you go into a hotel room, you can have a quick look round and you'll see if it's been cleaned properly or not. Very handy for spotting that out. But the most common use of UV light is to check banknotes. And it only takes a second. Switch it on, press a button. Haha, that's a dud. Or, yes, thank you. So that's how easy it is. People all go on talking for hours. I'm not. We've tried it. We've had a look at it. We're keeping it simple. If it was complicated, I wouldn't even want to ask you to have a look at it. I don't like complicated things. You want things that are easy. Let me say, if you want to just use this as a light, you can just set it at light, put it in your pocket. Then when you need a light, you just take it out and press the button. And it works. There's it running through the different things. Press it twice. Oh, look at that. I can feel the heat off that. Anyway, that's it. Now, I'm going to go and play with it. Sorry, I'm using that word again. I am going to go and test it out, and you're coming with me. Okay? I think the best way to demonstrate the Arkfeld Pro is to go for a wee walk in the dark. And there we are. It's raining a wee bit, but it lets you see how good it is. This is 1400 lumens. Is that bright enough for you? Gives a very good throw. And that's just for a wee pocket torch, something that can fit in your vest pocket. I think that's good enough for me. Oh, definitely. Now let's turn it. Let's try one of the lesser settings. It's one of the lower settings, and there we're right down onto moonbeam. And click it a few times, and we're right up. Well, it definitely works for me. I think I've demonstrated its ability. Just for a wee torch, it lives in your breast pocket. That is amazing, totally amazing. And that's before I start playing with the laser or anything. We've given this wee gadget a fair try. Olight's Arkfeld Pro. We had it out last night. Took it up the woods. Absolutely fantastic. Didn't get the chance to use ultraviolet, but I did use it in the pub later. We're checking a few notes in the till. Give us some entertainment. And of course, well, I couldn't film in the pub, but the laser did get used. We were annoying a wee dog. Well, playing with it, it was up for it. Anyway, up the wood, it's, well, you'll see it yourself, it's a broadleaf wood. And it did very well. To me, it's a handy bit of kit. The size of it, and I know there's people that collect Olights, but the Arkfeld, it's a handy bit of kit because it fits in there. You know, I'm going to be carrying this all the time. I always like to have a torch. I used to have a belt torch. Recently I've been carrying a wee torch in my pocket. Now I'm going to be carrying this. Yes. The Olight Arkfeld Pro gets the thumbs up from Mike. Good bit of kit. See what you think. You give it a try. You have a look at it. Have a look at the other adverts that's on the internet with it. See what you think. I think it's okay. I think it's a good bit of kit. And it's going to suit me. Right down to the ground. Have a wee look at it. I'll see you later.